Hello and welcome to this edition of Pasco 360. Today we're at Starkey Park in beautiful Pasco County. Coming up during this edition of Pasco 360, we'll show you how the coastal cleanup attracted hundreds of volunteers to keep Pasco County beautiful. Pasco County opened a new fire station number 30 in Newport Richey. We'll take you to the ribbon cutting for that event. And there's a new off-road bike trail at Starkey Park. Tourism manager Ed Calm will show you some of the details of that new exciting bike trail. And we'll show you the tail wagon and how it helps Pasco Animal Services find loving homes for these pets. This is the Starkey Environmental Education Center at Starkey Park. Throughout the school year, the Pasco School District uses this to educate students about environmental issues at Starkey Park. And during the summer, this is the home stop for the summer camp program. In September of this year, Pasco County entertained all kinds of volunteers who went out throughout Pasco County for the environmental cleanup. It's called Coastal Cleanup, and we'll take a look at the 2014 Coastal Cleanup effort. Volunteers from various Pasco County groups, including the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, Rotary clubs, and other environmentally concerned residents, took part in the annual International Coastal Cleanup. The Coastal Cleanup has meant cleaner waterways and streets for citizens for more than 20 years in Pasco County. You're looking at video from the 2014 cleanup, and these young men and women are from Pasco Hernando State College, the cheerleading team, and also the basketball team. This year, more than 1,000 volunteers and Pasco County employees picked up about 16 tons, or 32,000 pounds of trash. Volunteers picked up all kinds of trash, including a fiberglass bathtub, inflatable pool, wooden chair and table set, and of course, a number of tires. The 2014 Coastal Cleanup had ideal weather too. In fact, the weather kept most volunteers cool as they picked up thousands of pounds of trash. This is the boardwalk that's behind the Starkey Environmental Education Center. It's a great way to get up close and personal with Mother Nature. You know, we're talking about the coastal cleanup effort, and this year Nate and Wendy did a special thank you video to the thousands of volunteers who turned up to keep Pasco County beautiful.
Hey Wendy, sure looks beautiful out here.
Sure does, Nate. Thanks to the citizens of Pasco County who took part in the 2014 Coastal Cleanup. More than 1,000 volunteers from various groups as well as environmentally concerned residents came out on September 20th and picked up roughly 32,000 pounds of trash. People of all ages joined together to clean up our parks, waterways, and roads to keep Pasco beautiful. And this event would not have been possible without the generous contributions provided by these amazing sponsors.
So is that it? It's over?
No, Nate. Coastal Cleanup will be back next year. But in the meantime, you can do your part by picking up trash on your own and politely asking others not to litter.
So when you're done with those chips, you're gonna throw that bag in the garbage, right?
So thanks again to all the wonderful volunteers and sponsors for participating in the 2014 Coastal Cleanup. Thanks for keeping Pasco beautiful. Mwah! Good.
And you can see the adventures of Nate and Wendy, the videos, by going to Facebook. The Pasco County official page can be found by doing the keyword search Pasco County on Facebook. So far, more than 5,000 people have viewed the Nate and Wendy videos on our Facebook page.
Some landscapes are more than beautiful. They're water-wise.
I make sure that I water efficiently. We use all micro irrigation.
So what you want to do is make sure that whatever culture is required for that plant, that you put it in the right place.
With efficient irrigation, Florida-friendly landscaping, and the use of stormwater runoff, your yard can be a winner. Visit TampaBayWaterWise.org to enter your landscape in the Community WaterWise Awards today.
As you can see, the boardwalk is easily handicap accessible, so anyone can come out and enjoy Mother Nature. In July of 2014, Pasco County opened a brand new fire station. Pasco County Fire Station number 30 had its grand opening and ribbon cutting ceremony. Pasco 360 cameras were there for that special event. Pasco Fire Rescue Station number 30 was the backdrop for the ribbon cutting ceremony as the building officially opened its doors. The event started with the Fire Honor Guard raising the American flag. Fire Station 30 is located on Massachusetts Avenue and will support residents who live in the Newport Richey area. During the ceremony, a number of dignitaries took part, including several members of the Board of County Commissioners, County Administrator Michelle Baker, and Fire Chief Scott Casson, among others. Representative Amanda Murphy praised the firefighters as she took part in a recent firefighter training and saw firsthand what the firefighters go through on a daily basis.
It really wasn't an actual training because we would have all died for what they go through. Let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's very hot out here, but imagine putting on their full gear and hanging out for about 5 hours. It is amazing, amazing what these ladies and gentlemen do for us. We got to put on the gear. They put on this mask. If you are claustrophobic, you instantly will have a problem. I started panicking, but I wouldn't show it because I didn't want them to pick on me. So I started breathing heavy, and then I had to stop psyching myself out. But you put on this mask, it's covering everything, nothing can be seen. They finally slip on the oxygen, and you're like, thank you, Lord.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of you who are here today and who have come to my house or to my ranch to rescue my family members. We call on you way too much. I was in a car accident on Starkey Boulevard, and my daughter and lots of friends have been injured, and you guys have been there, and I just really want to say thank you for your good service and keeping us all safe. And I'm really excited to see the difference between that one and this one, and I know you are too. And I guess our next fire station is going to be on Mousetrap. And I look forward to our dedication on that one as well.
Pasco Fire Chief Scott Casson talked about how the Magnolia Valley Volunteer Fire Department provided fire service for the neighborhood up until 2002, when they merged with Pasco Fire Rescue. It was a chance to thank the early firefighters who kept the neighborhood safe.
At the time, the Magnolia Valley Volunteers had a total of 32 members and protected an area consisting of 6,500 homes. It is with great distinction and pleasure that we honor these men and women that helped shape the early years of fire protection in this area. So why don't we give a round of applause for all those folks.
After the ribbon was cut, guests were invited inside the fire station for a special tour and open house. Citizens got to see firsthand how firefighters live in the station. They got to see everything from the living quarters to the kitchen. The station not only meets the needs of today, but he says it was also built with future growth in mind.
It is one of the largest fire stations in Pasco County's inventory, and also the flagship of a completely new design that will serve as the blueprint for new stations in the future.
5 personnel will be housed at Fire Station number 30 each day, along with 1 fire engine and 1 paramedic ambulance. There will also be 1 2,000-gallon tanker truck and 1 brush truck.
The station has the ability to comfortably house up to 9 firefighters at any one time. Each one will have his or her own bunk room, which is now considered a standard in modern fire stations, along with other new amenities, such as an interior telecom room, climate-controlled medical supply storage, and a dedicated physical fitness area. The station is also environmentally friendly, energy efficient, and storm hardened, which are all critical elements in today's infrastructure.
The station has 3 drive-through bays capable of housing a total of 6 pieces of firefighting equipment. Fire Station 30, standing by to help Pasco County citizens with their fire and medical needs. Station number 30 was built by Trios Construction with Fleischman Garcia as the main architects for that project. We're here at Starkey Park and the boardwalk, but Starkey Park also is home to dozens of miles of bike trails. We'll show you some of those bike trails coming up next on Pasco 360.
Tampa Bay region is in its dry season, and there are things you can do to be water smarter. Know your watering day. Fix broken sprinkler heads and make sure they're not watering the sidewalk. If it's raining, turn off your sprinkler system. Do your part. Be water smart. Go to tampabaywater.org/watersmarter for more tips and to find out when it's okay to water.
Starkey Park is a great place to go out for a bike ride. In fact, this trail links to the Suncoast Trail, so you can ride all day and enjoy beautiful scenery in Pasco County. In the fall of 2014, a brand new bike trail opened here at Starkey Park. It's called Rudys Ramble. Tourism manager Ed Comm takes us on a look.
Thanks, Doug. I'm here at JB Starkey Wilderness Park. What's special about this? What's changed here? We now have a mountain bike trail, just over 7 miles of jumping over ruts and roots and sliding through sugar sand. It's everything an outdoor bike rider wants to have in Florida, mostly in shade, a little challenging, 7.3 or so miles, and a great giant magnolia tree, ancient tree out there that you got to see on the Magnolia Tree Loop. Here's Alan Howe to tell you more about it.
The new bike trail is about 7 miles of nice, shady, for the most part, off-road biking at its best. You get a little bit of up and down, but it's fairly flat, but you got a lot of roots and other obstructions that make it a little more interesting ride. It's the first 7 miles of, they're anticipating about 30 miles, I think, for the extended portion of this trail. We right now have a fairly good connection for our paved trails. We've got the Starkey Boulevard Trail, which connects to the Starkey Wilderness Park Trail, which then connects to the Suncoast Trail, and that gives us about 50 miles of paved trail that we're working on. We also are in the middle of getting design started for what's currently called the Starkey Gap, which is also named the Tri-County Trail, which will connect the Pinellas Trail all the way over to Volusia County and the Atlantic Ocean. Our gap has been funded for design. Pinellas section has been funded for design and construction. We're really glad that this has happened, and we're anticipating getting underway for design this coming spring. The Coast to Coast is a continuous trail system from St. Petersburg, Florida, all the way up through Pinellas, Pasco, Hernando, and then it will, at that point, will turn east and go all the way over to the East Coast, Volusia County. It will be an uninterrupted trail. There will be some, crossings of roads and things, but it'll be an uninterrupted trail about 250 to 260 miles.
So at the end of your trail ride, here is a Eagle Scout project that lets you clean your bike off. You can hang it up, spray it all off. When you load it back onto your car or on the back of your truck, you'll be ready to come out next time here to Rudys Ramble, JB Starkey Wilderness Park. I'm Ed Comm, and I'll see you outdoors. Back to you, Doug.
Thanks, Ed. And connecting into the Coast to Coast will give Pasco County residents even more biking opportunities in the future. You know, here at Starkey Park, it's not only a great place to walk, but a great place to walk with your pet. Now, if you're in the market for a brand new pet, you have to take a look at the Pasco County Tail Wagon. It may be in a neighborhood near you in the very near future. Diana Hessman has been volunteering for a year at Pasco Animal Services, and it doesn't take long before you find out she loves animals.
I've only had him out a couple times, but you can see how already they're so socialized. We do need more volunteers. It is crucial. Down there, buddy. That's a good boy. Such a good boy. He's so happy.
Diana is retired and comes to Animal Services 3 or 4 times a week. They volunteer their time taking care of the animals up for adoption.
We work with adopters. We're very passionate about getting the right dog to the right person. So we do talk to the people, take the dogs out, let them sit with the dogs, and interview the people to see what their needs are. We try to fit the right dog to the right person and family.
The shelter does get full. It's not just seasonal. It happens all year long. It depends on how quickly we can adopt animals out or rescue them out or foster them out to empty out the shelter for incoming animals. But there's always a steady flow of animals coming in. Our capacity of care is about 150 total animals. We have, with our Save 90% program, asked the Board of County Commissioners to allow us to keep at least 180 animals on site. We feel like we could do that. But it does stretch the staff and the volunteers that come out to help quite a bit. Typically those numbers, the 150 number of capacity of care, we're dealing with 100 dogs and about 50 cats. Unfortunately, right now on site we have 144 dogs. And you can't really put the dogs in cat cages, so it's the balancing act that we do every day of trying to get them in and out.
And that's why it's important to have volunteers like Diana. Volunteers who take time to care for the animals, so they're ready when a person or family comes to the shelter to adopt.
So we do everything here. We clean, we help, like I said, walk the dogs. Anything that's needed, we do help. And we have a lot of dogs for full capacity, and oh God, we need people to come in and adopt.
The tail wagon van allows Pasco Animal Services to travel throughout Pasco County, bring the animals directly to the people. You can't miss it. The van is wrapped in bright colors and features pictures of some of their most successful adoptees.
People do come up to it. It is a good tool to advertise, because a lot of people don't even know where we are. And people like to go through the wagon. We let the kids go through and see the dogs. We have the dogs out most of the time at the events, but we still let people walk through the wagon. And I think it's an excellent advertisement tool to say, you know, here we are, please come and see us, because we have a lot of good dogs that need homes. He's a great dog. He's just so perfect. I mean, how could you not love this face?
And if you can't adopt a dog or a pet full-time, you could be a foster to one of our pets. Just contact Animal Services and they'll tell you how. You know, you can see all these stories on Pasco 360 and our brand new Pasco County newsletter. It features not only the stories you've seen here, but other stories talking about Pasco County government. We're here at J.B. Starkey Wilderness Park. It covers about 8,300 acres of land to get out and enjoy the wilderness. It's open from dusk to dawn as well. The land is a cooperative venture between Southwest Florida Water Management District and Pasco County Parks and Recreation. We thought we would end our show with a look at some of the park's beautiful scenery. So get out and enjoy some of the beautiful areas that Pasco County Parks has to provide, like the J.B. Starkey Wilderness Park. I'm Doug Tobin, Public Information Officer with Pasco County Government, and we'll see you next time on Pasco 360.